Hey everyone, back with part 2 of my music finds. So in this one I'm going to be showing you my CDs, so let's continue. First CD is by Scorpions. This is the best of Scorpions 20th Century Masters, the Millennium Collection. And this includes all the best songs from Scorpions, all their big hits, which include Rock You Like a Hurricane, No One Like You, The Zoo, Loving You Sunday Morning, Still Loving You, Big City Nights, Believe in Love, Rhythm of Love, and cover of The Who's I Can't Explain, which could do without, you know, it's not a great cover. Tease Me, Please Me, Wind of Change, and Send Me an Angel. It's a, you know, great great budget price compilation from a great hard rock heavy metal band. The next two are from the band the Claypool Lennon Delirium. This is Monolith of Phobos. And you know, Sean Lennon and Les Claypool, you know, they basically, you know, they work well. They work so well together. They're like peanut butter and jam. They just play. It just works so well. I mean, it's an interesting. Actually, I shouldn't say they work together like peanut butter and jam, because that's really saying a lot. I should say, you know, it's an interesting concoction, you know. Because you have Sean Lennon, who I'm not really that familiar with. I've never heard any of his material, but I know who Les Claypool is because of the work he did with Primus. But, you know, altogether, they actually really hit it off well. You know, they really know how to make some great music. And this music that they create is very much like psychedelic, progressive, and experimental rock. And, you know, there's some really good stuff. Including the song Mr. Right, which is, if you can describe it, it's like Tomorrow Never Knows revisited. But if you were to add, you know, Les Claypool's signature bass sound, you know, if you're getting a bit of that, you know, Les Claypool flavor, you know, bass flavor, it's just incredible. Such a great song. But yeah, it's such a great album. And the other by the Claypool Lennon Delirium is South of Reality, which was released back in February of this year. It's a good album as well. Not as good as you know, their other album, but it's still, you know, good listen. Some really good stuff. So I'm happy to have that. I'm looking forward to, you know, what's they had for that band. You know, really good stuff. Next is by Green River. This is Rehab Doll. So reissue that just came out this year. And there's the gatefold little, oops. Little CD gatefold made to look like a record sleeve, or, you know, vinyl. Yeah, this band, you know, a little bit about Green River is that they are considered to be one of the early grunge bands, you know. They were like the precursor to grunge. I mean, grunge really started pretty much right around late 1980s, you know, early 90s, obviously. But yeah, they were one of the early bands alongside Soundgarden. They've pretty much formed around the same time, which was like 35 years ago. And this is considered to be a very, very popular album in the grunge genre. Some great songs on here, you know, Forever Means, Rehab Doll, Swallow My Pride, Together We'll Never, Smilin' and Dyin', Pork Fist, Take a Dive, One More Stitch, 1,000 Things, Hanging Tree. It's really good stuff. Also includes some demos, Rehab Doll, Swallow My Pride, Together We'll Never, Smilin' and Dyin', Pork Fist, Take a Dive, and a couple covers from one being from Aerosmith, Somebody. Not a well-known Aerosmith song, but yeah, it's a good cover. And Queen Bitch, which is a David Bowie track. And yeah, good album. You know, really good grunge music. So happy to have that. And finally, we have King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with Mild High Club. This is Sketches of Brunswick East. And this is just some great music. And big shout out to Rob Walker, Let the Music Play, out of Manchester. He basically got me into King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And because I had heard him play this in the background in one of his videos, and I was like really blown away by what I was hearing. You know, it made me think of, you know, Love, the band Love, psychedelic garage rock band from the 1960s. And I was like, you know, really taken by it, and I was like, I really got to get that. Actually, you know, prior to that, I was, you know, showing some interest in wanting to get into King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, but I just didn't know really where to start because they had so many albums. I realized that later on, they had put out like 14 albums, and it's incredible how many albums they've put out over the course of, you know, so many. Like it's only been, I guess, 5 years or something. I don't know. It's just been not a long period of time that they've put out 14 albums, and it's basically just tremendous stuff that they do. It's just incredible music, you know, psychedelic, progressive, experimental, you know, garage, this basically just that kind of band. And on this album in particular, they're like a in collaboration with Mild High Club, it's very much a jazz improv album, you know. So it's not very much like, I haven't heard anything else from. This is my first album by King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard. So I don't know what any of their other albums sound like, but I felt like this would be a good introduction to them. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting their other albums. So yeah, happy to have that. And yeah, that pretty much does it for my video. And leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And I'll be back again soon, I hope, with some more records to show you, some other music stuff. And yeah, so stay tuned. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.